All right. Hopefully the internet doesn't play up tonight. So hopefully it does the right thing. So welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. If you're on one of the group pages, then come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Now we're live across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Not that I can see them all, but anyways. Just getting everything, just checking out. See what happens when you go live first. You can't actually pick up the page straight away because, oh, you're there. Sorry, Ellie. You can't actually pick up the page straight away. So I've got to go over to the main page and pick everybody up from there. Oh dear. So here we go again. I'll just try and pick up this on the group pages. Yep, so we're live on there. That's good. Perfect. And then we've got this one. All right. I can see people building up, but I can't see them on the main software here. It's all back to front now. Since Facebook changed everything around on me, and they said, oh, you can have the fancy pants, new look and feel, Facebook look and feel page. I said, no, thanks. I don't want it. But they still give it to me. And sure as ever, I just have issues with it since. Because I'm the guinea pig. All right, let's keep going. So if you've just joined me, I'm an international psychic medium. I relay messages from spirit through to you. So I've also got Ellie sitting in the background. She does all the validations for me. She looks after the back end of everything pretty much. She's been with me for a little while now. She worked over with me at Pulse as well. So she does the other side of what I do, pretty much looking for the validations. So if you're on one of the group pages, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see a whole lot of people in there already. So we'll just say hello to everybody. So we've got Helen Palangas. She's watching. Thanks for joining me. Precious Anderson. Beautiful. Nice name. Good morning. So tell me where you're from. Suburb, state, and country. We've got Joanne Cheeseman Jensen's watching. We've got Melinda Thompson. She's watching. Andy Dan. Hi there. So we've got a few people coming on board now. I'm just checking the other group pages. You wouldn't believe what I just did beforehand. You'll laugh. Cynthia Hudson, thanks for joining me. I was, you know how you put your mascara on your eyelashes? Well, I accidentally missed and stuck it on my eyebrow. I had this big black eyebrow. So I was laughing at myself. I couldn't pull it together. So sorry about that if I was running a bit late. So we've got here, just going over to the group pages, making sure that they're not actually missing. I'm trying not to miss questions anymore. I'm really trying really hard not to miss the questions, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way, guys. Depends on the software. Depends if it has a moment or it's a bit temperamental. So we'll see how we go. So we've got quite a few people coming up now, which is cool. Okay. Just trying to fix up this. And you think that Facebook would actually fix up the actual streaming words. Oh, God, now I've got itchy eyes. So who's coming through with itchy eyes? Like, I mean, just really itchy, scratchy eyes. Wow. So we've got Carissa Guthrie. She says, good morning from USA, Arkansas. Wow, that's cool. So we've also got Cynthia Hudson. Hello from Mississippi. Julie Poglaze, thanks for joining me. Wendy Harvey, thanks for joining me. Vicky Kelly, thanks for joining me. We're saying hello. They're all saying hello to everybody. So love, liked, and shared. So soul infusion. So so that's what I want to see, guys, is you sharing the love in the page as well. Okay, so My eyes are really sore tonight because I'm really tired. I was up, just early this morning, like about 5 o'clock this morning, after going to bed late last night, and when I'm tired, I can't see properly, so my eyes get really sore. Uh, and then my daughter still wasn't well today, so. Mm, all right. Sorry, guys. I was just reading a really long message. Deidre, thanks for joining me. We've got Wendy Harmer. She's a Panu Harmer. So that Wendy Harmer used to be a lady that we used to have on radio here many years ago that I used to listen to. Cynthia Hudson, Deb Martin, hello. So Shirley Mostyn, thanks for joining me. I wear glasses. I've got glasses here. I actually do wear glasses, Andy Dan, but they make me feel sick. So they're so strong that they actually make my eyes really, really strain, and they make me feel sick in the stomach. And I went back to the guy and I said, "Oh, you know, I can't see a thing. I want glasses." And he said, "Okay, we'll do a test on you." No, I said, "I want contacts." He goes, "All right, we'll do a test on you." So he does a test on me. He goes, "Your eye's not bad enough." I go, "How bad do they need to be? Do I need to be running into walls or something? Seriously." What have we got here? Shaggy Lee, hello. Hello, Omni Jerish, hello. Lucy Davies, hello. Twain Mercer, hello. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, and country. Share my page. When you share the page, I can actually see when you actually share it, because I can see sharer at the top. So share the page, please. The main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So if you've got a question, I like to usually say hello to everybody and just draw in spirit as well first. Even though I can start straight away like we do, as I do normally, but I like to actually pull in spirit and just, if you guys want, whoever you want to come through, you've got to concentrate too. That's how it works. So if you ever go and see a psychic and you're wondering why they're not getting anything or whatever the case may be, don't let them tell you that they've got blockages. I don't believe in that. I just believe that they're not good. I really do. And that's going to hurt some people. So, but I just believe that they should, acknowledge spirit and ask the person if that's the case. They should ask the person, what's happening there. So, what else have we got here? Okay, so Wendy Harvey sent me a message this afternoon, and she said that the black dog last night that I picked up on when she asked the question, if my phone would work. Oh, look at that! Now it works. She said that her friend's dog Millie came home today. Also have a validation for you from last night. You mentioned a little black poodle passing away. So because I had placed Millie on a number of listing dog sites, this came up. She said, "Photo to follow." So you were right in your reading. So that's the dog that came up when she was posting, and then that's the validation of the dog passing there. Not that I really like to say those things. I don't even remember saying that the dog passed. That's how bad it is for my head when I get protected. And she said, "Indeed, he does look like my little Bella," which is what you were describing. How cool is that? Let's keep going. Deb Martin, she says, "You called out my name last night, but then you forgot who you were doing. You were reading next. If drawn to me tonight, can I please?" Yeah, sometimes, like I say the name and I say I'm going to read, and then sometimes if I write it down, I remember, because I'm in flight, and I call this in flight when I'm in the zone. And it's really quite bizarre. I do forget things because I don't have that memory from what I'm doing. Sometimes I remember all of it. It just depends on the spirit, just depends on the energy, just depends on what's going on in the background, how strong the message is from spirit, or what they want me to do, or what my spirit guide wants me to do too, because I feel like my spirit guide actually protects me from all the sorrow and all the heartache and all the pain, that's the trauma that's around, so that's what I feel like that happens. So you can imagine how many readings I do, and then I have to take everything home or take everything to myself and overrule my soul, or overcook my soul, I should say. So that's what I feel. I feel like my spirit guide is very protective, and it just eliminates some of the stuff that I have actually said. Like, I remember Tina Fu contacted me on Messenger once and said, "Oh, Lesley, you predicted a shark attack, and it's just happened in Sydney Harbour." And I went, "What?" I don't even remember saying it. I have no idea. I wouldn't even dream of saying it. So that's bizarre. And then sometimes I can just remember everything. Just depends on the situation. If it's traumatic, it's like spirit just pulls it out of my head and just leaves it where I've said it. That's why it's good to have a recording when you do a reading, if you're an up-and-coming psychic medium. Once you do start doing lives or whatever the case may be, you'll probably end up appreciating the recording, because then you'll go, "Oh my God, I did say that. Oh my God, what happened there?" So that's really quite bizarre. And that's why I find all this stuff still fascinating, even though I'm a medium. But I still find it really, really fascinating, because I get all the information. I can't say everything on live shows because of Facebook restrictions and the rules and regulations. And then you can't say everything on live radio because of the rules and regulations. But when it's a private reading, it's completely different. I can put it out there. I can say pretty much everything that I get, which is what I do within reason. I have a bit of professionalism about it. I don't, just throw people under a bus like that guy from that Christopher bloke from Cairns, I think it was, that I mentioned the other day, from the night markets, he told one of my followers that she was still devastated that the daughter-in-law is never going to have kids and that she's going to die in 4 years' time. Can you believe it? Like, sure you would do that. I wouldn't even ever think of that in my wildest dreams. Not that I have wild dreams, but you know. And before I started, I had my throat. I was just saying to Ellie, God, my throat's already going already. So I feel like someone's coming through with issues around the throat and issues with either this kind of thing happening, if you get my drift, this tension on the throat and the pressure there. And I just feel like my voice is going like that. Okay. So yeah. It behaves like that's how spirit comes through sometimes. It behaves really quiet. It comes into your body and it actually, gives you what that feeling is of that person. And, I know a few other people that get the same feeling like me as well when they're doing their readings. So we've got Cynthia Hudson. She's from Mississippi. I said that, I think. What else have we got? So I've written your name down, Deb Martin. So don't worry about that. I'm going to do you tonight. So hang in there, woman. Who else have we got here? So we've got Shaggy Lee sending love and positive vibes to your daughter. Thank you. Kirili Berry is watching. Thank you. So we've got Wendy Harmer. She's saying hello. What else have we got here? I have to do this from my iPad. I have to rely on my iPad because my streaming software only has one person on there. And the rest have all these people on my iPad. So I'm just got to keep checking in the pages and stuff like this. If you're on one of the group pages, a group page, come over to the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page and you'll be able to see me live there. That's the main page, guys. So we've got a validation already, have we? There, Ellie?
Yeah. So Andy Dan, he said validation last night. You did a reading for somebody and you described our best friend and how he talked as well. Thank you, Spirit, knowing he is happy, so blessing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. That's really cool. So we've got Rachel Brown. She's watching. Hello, I'm watching from Facebook. Cool. Which Facebook page are you on? Because you're the only one that's on my streaming software at the moment. So that's really, really bizarre, because I normally used to have all my streams on the broadcasting software, but for some reason, since Facebook changed their look and feel and gave me the new nice look and feel theme, it's never worked since. So, but anyway, we'll keep going. So we've got Deidre. She says Henderson, Nevada, USA. Isn't Nevada? Isn't that what's it called? Vegas? Is that near Vegas? I went to Vegas. Not that I know anything history outside of that. So we've also got here Deli R. Good morning, Leslie and everyone. So we've got Melinda Thompson. She's from Townsville in North Queensland. Thanks for joining me. We've also got here, who else is there? Crystal Infused, Charmaine. Got Suzanne Millman is watching. Okay, so we'll do the reading for Deb. We've got Louise Buck here. So happy you found Millie, Melinda says. Good evening, Spirit, Leslie, and all. Says Jess Black. She's the one that actually makes all the beautiful crystal bracelets and everything like these for me. Haven't had a chance to put them on yet, Jess. And I've also got D King that's sent me down these gorgeous stones and stuff. So now I have to confess, we have lost our shipping. Jess sent me down all this beautiful new jewelry, and we have evidence of it. Of the shipping thing, that it's actually gone missing in transit. So Jess might know more information today. I don't know, but I haven't spoken to her. But it's coming. It's coming to. We'll be sending them out, and I've got a whole pile of in the corner there, a whole pile of self-addressed envelopes and everything. Those spongy padded ones, ready to put all the jewelry in when I get them to send them straight away. So they've been sitting there for ages because we've lost the stock in transit. So that's what happens with Australia Post here in Australia, you know. So we've got Kylie McBride. She says, hi, how are you? I'm watching from Facebook. Thank you. We've got Cynthia Hudson there as well. Okay, so that software's running a bit slow. I don't know, we'll just leave it at that. So who else? We've got April Richards. We've got here Shaniqua. Gosh, that's a long name. Shaniqua. It's my world, Alan. That's cute. I love that. From Flint, MI. Where's MI? Where's Flint? From Flint, MI. From Flint. Okie dokie. Okay, let's keep going. So what else have we got here? Kim Jade, she says, hi, Leslie. Somehow I'm here again at your live, laughing out loud. She says, I find eyeglasses are tricky for me too. It's hard to get used to them. I take mine off and leave them here and there, needing to find them again. Yeah, if I wear them, I will be sick. Like it's too right, whatever for you, blah, blah, blah. Vision, you know, and look and feel, whatever. And I wasn't impressed. So I just go, fine, I won't wear them. I'll just make the screens bigger, that's all. Kate Mail Dudman, she says, do you feel I should leave my marriage as I'm just being belittled constantly and just recently physically assaulted for the first time? I love him, but so confused as what to do. Well, girls in the chat here will tell you, there's a lot of followers in here. This is the first time I've pretty much seen your name, Kate, and there's a lot of followers in here that know what I say. Love should never hurt. And if it's hurting or if they've touched you like that and they've assaulted you, that's it. That's the first and final straw. Because when it starts, it doesn't stop. So you love him, but he doesn't love you. Because he's actually assaulting you. He's abusing you. It's called abuse. It's called domestic violence for a reason. It's violence. Okay, don't be silly. Just lift your stand and get out while you can. But so confused what to do. I don't understand what could be confusing about being beaten by a bloke. I don't understand. Help me if I can't understand that, because I just don't understand it. Why would you want to stay there? And why would you want to tell me or try and justify to me that you love him, or that you convincing me to tell me that you love him? That means that if he's hit you, or if some males hit a female, And that's because the female actually spoke up for themselves or said something. Because I don't think the female would just go out of their way deliberately unless they did. If they went and cheated on them, I can understand sometimes, depends. The men lose their cuckoo. But if they're just having an argument and he's giving you a whack, that's just out of line. That's completely crossed the line too. I don't know what is going to keep you together. And that's just not opinionated. That's actually it's actually illegal for someone to hit you like that. It's called domestic violence for a reason, because it is violence and it won't get better because now he's got a taste of it. It's like when the dogs race, and this is going to sound really weird, but it's the only analogy I can think of. If those racing hound dogs catch the rabbit, they get the taste for the rabbit. They don't run as fast again. Apparently, I think this is a story. I heard this many, many years ago. I don't know if it was BS or not, but apparently they don't run as fast again because they've got that taste for it. So it's not what they're after. If that makes sense. It's sort of like the opposite for you. So I don't understand. Now, Spirit just drew me straight to you. You didn't even say hello to me. Normally, I wouldn't even do anything or say anything or read anybody unless they've said hello and acknowledged Spirit. But Spirit just said go to her. I said okay, so it's time about you there, Kate. It's not about him. He's beat you. He's hit you. So I don't understand why you would allow him to continue or be apologetic. People need to have control. If they've got no control, they won't ever have control later either. So I don't care what's happened in their past. I don't care what's happened in their day, or if they're moody, or if they've got a grumpy side to them, whatever the case may be, they should never hit you. It's that simple. Black and white I am. I go and ask another psychic. I'm sure the other psychic, if the other psychic tells you to stay, they need to have their head read as well. Because it's just not right. I don't understand why. And it sounds narcissistic to me as well. And that's not from Spirit. That's from me. That's from me with my black and white, straightforward brain. So sorry if it hurts, but if I don't tell you and I don't hurt your feelings, then this bloke's going to hurt you even more than what I am, and I'm a stranger. Okay, so that's how it is. I just don't understand it. What does everybody else think? What does everybody else think about what I just said? I don't care if you think I'm wrong, but that's what I think. If someone did that to me, it's out. Because you can't live with that. You're always got to live on eggshells. Why would you want to come into this beautiful world and live on eggshells for the rest of your life, wondering if he's going to snap a twig, if he's going to go off the deep end again? Doesn't matter how revved up, doesn't matter how upset he was, he should not have hit you. You're lucky I'm feeling tired, because otherwise I would have been more passionate about what I've just said. So it just Cynthia Hudson, they're all on the main page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So there's not 3 here. There's plenty on the other side. Look, I'll show you. Don't carry on. Look, see? Look. Okay. So I don't know what page you're on. I'm on 7 platforms here. So this depends on the streaming software, what it wants to do. It's very temperamental, like Mother Nature lately. So Wendy Merce Martin, she said, thank you, Wendy Harvey. All united, one love prayers. My brother's surgery went well, thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I did prayers last night for you too there, Wendy Merce Martin. Okay, let's keep going. Helen Palangas. Hi, could I please get a general reading? Do you have any messages? So let's go. So I'm going to go back to, I nearly forgot Deb Martin again. Lucky I wrote you down. Gee whiz. I'm just going to write this one down. Palangas. So come on, guys, tell me if I'm wrong about what I said about the relationship, because I want to know. I want to know if I'm the nutcase in this. I want to know if I'm the one that should, have. I want to know if I'm the one that needs to have, some things put back into my head about relationships, because I don't think that's wrong what I said. But that's just me. I'm different, I guess. If someone disagrees with me, then tell me, because I'm up for debate. It's not like I'm right about everything. Okay, so we've got Deb Martin. She wants a general, and I'm going to do Helen Palangos, I think it is. Pala, Palangos. Sorry, I'm really bad with pronunciation of names, especially when they're like 6 kilometers long as well with the lines, I tell you. So Deb Martin, we've got 24 for you. So I get 2 and 4 is 6. So you've got the month of June. So I also feel like there's issues with someone around you. And I said this earlier with regards to the throat. And I feel like my throat is actually like it's, and I just heard the word collapsing, and I feel like it's in my chest as well. So has anybody got a what do you call it, like a chest infection or issues with the chest or esophagus or something down the throat area, down in here? Because I feel like it actually taxes their throat. It's like when you have one of those what's it called, like a vitamin, and then all of a sudden it gets stuck in your throat and you haven't drank enough water and you've got to go and scrounge around for some more water. So I just feel like that it hasn't, it's the throat side is really it's itchy, scratchy kind of thing, but you can't stick your fingers down there, but it feels like it's really, really traumatized there in the throat. Something's not right. I feel like there's either a hole in it where they put the hole there to help, or they've got some issues with the throat there, or they had throat cancer, because I can see a scar now. So it looks like a scar or rope. I'm not sure. I can't quite see it. So when I see things, guys, I see it as a mirror when you come out of the shower, because I do the remote viewing. I get the feelings of the hair of the. I can't even talk. So this person must have dementia. It must be some form of dementia or stroke, because I can't think. I can't talk. So I just feel like something's not right there. So when I get my visions, I always look to the right. So I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not looking at the person, because I don't see the person. I only see a name and a question. I'm looking to the right because I see spirit on my right, and I see all the target of numbers. I used to see the numbers fly past like for 4 seconds. It'll be like number 16 for 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I just get this big flash of a number. It's like a target. And then I also get spirit on my right, like I said, but it comes around. The remote viewing part is when it comes out and it looks like a misty mirror with the white mist on top. As you come out of the shower, you just can't quite see the colors. But what I get for you is around the 24th of is a number for you there, Deb. But then I also get the month of June for the 6th, and I can't talk properly, and I feel like I can't even concentrate with this. So what's going on? Who's that person around you? I feel like this is an elderly lady, and light pale skin, light colored eyes. And this lady, she's saying to me, I feel like she's either an auntie, because I just heard the word auntie. And I'm not sure if this person is here in your country where you are, but I feel like this person might be overseas, auntie. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around you as well, and communication is depleted around every little nook and cranny, like there's all these little tiny little things everywhere. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's other things coming up with regards to the number 24, and I feel like 24/25 as well. So we've got, see, I just said 24 again. They just showed me that again. 24/25. So 24/25. And who's the person that passed between the 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or the funeral was around that time? I just saw 2 p.m. and then the throat is really quite sore. It feels like something's in my chest, like either infection or pressure on the chest. That's what I'm getting as well. And the message for you is to start looking after yourself. It's like you need to do things for you, then stop doing it stop doing this for other people. And I feel this person here, I feel like this lady is either just gone into hospital or just come. I don't feel like she's out of hospital. I feel like she's in hospital and she's not come out of hospital, if that makes sense. But it's all about you this time right now. And I also get July. And I feel like from now up till July, that window of time is all about you. So make headway, they're saying to me. And I'll leave that there. But if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Thank you. So we've also got here another validation from Louise Buck. And Ellie's going to say that one for me.
So Louise said, sorry, you did a reading for me last week, and I want to tell you that a couple of things have happened. A validation, you were on point. That's what you said. Thank you so much for the gift you have and share with us.
Oh, beautiful. What was it? What was it that I said? I can't remember. I remember your name, but I can't remember what I said. I wonder what I said. Tell me what I said there, Louise. It's really funny how my spirit works, right, guys? Because what happens is like I said, I do the remote viewing. I get the feeling. I get this. I do psychometry, which is when you touch something. Like if I touch a pen that you've had, I can pull through energy really, really quickly. And I get the pains. I've got a pain in my ear right now. I get all the pains. I get all the sensations. I get all the the headaches, the trauma, everything. I see the visions. I get everything. But it's really funny how spirit works, because I've always, every time I've opened my mouth when I'm in flight, it just flows out, and I don't even know where it comes from. It's like they're talking through me, to you. That's how it works. It's really quite cool, and it fascinates me still. And that's why I say when I'm in flight, I can't remember everything, because I feel like that they're on the other side, they're coming through me, and they're actually generating the conversation. Thank you for that, Ellie. Okay, let's keep going. Marissa Serafino's here. Thanks for joining me. Laura D'Angelo, thanks for joining me. Okay. Oh, good. So Wendy Moose Martin, hi, lovely. Today I applied for NDIS for a little help. Do you see this working out? Yes, I do. Doesn't matter if it does or does not. Yes, I do. And I've actually got an NDIS lady follower of mine that she's a counselor as well, and I'm just waiting for her to get better so that she can help out with you girls as well, and help with the NDIS side. She's an NDIS expert. So she'll be helping out with some stuff with that, as well as possibly a course I've asked her about. So if you need some more information on NDIS, and I do NDIS as well for people, I do, I think it's called, what's it called? Community support worker. So because I'm a qualified trainer, all that jazz and all that stuff, I can do pretty much any hours, and I do 2 people during the week. So I do an MS person that has multiple sclerosis, and I also do another beautiful lady as well. She doesn't have MS, but I do her from a different location. So I'll do her on a live online, Zoom with her, and then I do the other one in person. That's how much time I don't have for myself, because I'm always out helping somebody else. So if you need help with NDIS, I highly recommend doing it, Wendy, and I highly recommend getting it all sorted, getting all your ducks in a row, because you can actually be helping a lot of people, especially if you've got a qualification, because there's a lot of people out there that are suffering with a lot of things, and they're looking forward to having the company. And pretty much most of the time, even with PT clients, it's all about the company, like all about trying to break the monotony of them talking to the wall, or talking to the dog or the cat, or talking to themselves, so they actually need that company. What else? So we've got Colleen Foss is watching. Laura D'Angelo says, hi from Melbourne, Victoria. Thanks for joining me. So come over to the page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. She says, Sandra Howe says, you are amazing what you do. Oh, thank you. So Sandra, I haven't seen your name before, but I stream 8 hours a week. I'm tired tonight because last night was pretty full on. This is my 3rd night in a row. Tonight will be my 6-hour free this week, and then tomorrow night I've got another 2 hours. So, and then I get to have a little bit of an evening off on the Thursday, and then this Saturday I've got my mentor program where I do an event, a workshop, and it's only $44.44. Do you like that one? So I do that for people that are up and coming psychic mediums. I help them with their abilities of, becoming whatever they want to be, with regards to psychic and mediumship. And also I try and motivate them, push them into the future, so that they can do their business, they can do their work, they can be motivated, they can have that self-esteem, they can build up that confidence for themselves. If I can just push someone to do what they want to do, and push them in the right direction so that they actually can achieve what they came here for in the first place, then, that's quite amazing. So, and I'm very humble about it. I've helped a lot of people, but I'm very humble about it. I don't want to have a big fat head. So, who else have we got here? Omnigerous Mansfield, Victoria. So, another thing too, I've organised with some of the followers in here. There's quite a few ladies in here that are happy to go to Sydney. So, we've got people coming from Melbourne and Queensland, flying into Sydney on, oh gosh, what was that date again? I'm going to post it up on the page as an event, probably this weekend. So keep your eyes peeled to the event section. I'll just try and find the date. So it's in June, and it's going to be on the Friday. They're flying in on the Friday, the 24th of June. We'll probably end up, we haven't got all the logistics yet, but I'm assuming that we'll end up having dinner that night. And then on the Saturday doing a ghost tour, and then on the Saturday night doing a ghost tour and dinner again, and then on the Sunday they return back to Queensland and Victoria. So if anybody's interested, I know that a lot of people were interested. There's nothing, I'm not charging you nothing. This is all for free from me. The only thing you pay for is your dinner, as well as your breakfast, your accommodation, wherever you're coming from. We've got really, really great accommodation. That I'm staying at home, but they've got really good accommodation in Kilcool, just one stop from Manly, where we're going to be doing the ghost tour. And I think some of the ghost tours are around $55 per person. Just depends on where you go. Like one's $16, one's $55, etc. So just depends on where you go and what we decide. So we'll end up probably deciding that probably about a month out. And we're just trying to tell everybody now, because I've been saying this forever, but it's a matter of time for me. And it's also a matter of having the right company with me, because I don't want to go by myself, even though I do have spirit all the time with me, but I don't want to go by myself. I'll put up the event up on the page as well. And now a lot of people have been asking me, because I'm a personal trainer, I used to lecture anatomy and physiology as well. I'm a master trainer. I'm a qualified trainer and assessor for anatomy and the personal training side and everything like that. And people have been asking me, telling me, yes, do the psychic PT or psychic personal trainer. So I might be putting that up on the events page as well. So if you want that to happen as well, let me know in the live chat here, because I'm happy to do that as well. And that will be online. So there's no worries about anybody missing out. That's why I do my shows online at the moment, so that people don't miss out. I mean, I'm happy to go and do an in-person one where you see me live on stage, which is, I've done plenty of them, but it's just as easy for me to do it here. Okay, so Deirdre said, yes, pretty much Las Vegas. I thought so. Okay, so Montana, she's from West Virginia in the US. Thanks for joining me. First time tuning in from West Virginia. She says, good morning. Thank you so much for your time and for being here. For everyone, may I please have a reading? I'd be so grateful for anything. So we'll come back to Helen and we'll come back to Montana. I can't see because I'm really tired, so you have to bear with me with my eyeballs. Okay, Honara Lewis, thanks for joining me. She's from the state of New Jersey in the USA. So we've got a lot of USA people tonight. So I try and stream late on a Tuesday night so I can help and capture the people overseas. So Louise Black, thanks for joining me. So watching, so Paula Young, Kate, Marie. There's a lot of names that I haven't seen before. So what I like to do, guys, is just pull in spirit and just acknowledge spirit. So we say hello to everybody, and we also do our random act of kindness as well, which is, it's not like, and we hand out like lots of gifts and stuff like that on this show. And if you want to hand out something or give back to the community, then send me a message, a private message. And these are beautiful, gorgeous crystal bracelets that Jess Black has made for me. And we hand them out on the show when you tell me like top it off with a beautiful random act of kindness to someone. And I don't mean a random act of kindness where you take out the garbage bin for the neighbor or feed the cat next door. I mean, talking about something that's significant, Okay, Kate Dudman, she says 100% accurate. Thank you. Wow, 100%. That's pretty cool. um, oh, this was talking about you shouldn't put it on here if you don't want us to react. That's not psychic. That's against the law. What's that? What's what? What's what? I missed that bit. Hang on a second. Walk away from him, Kate. Yeah. Okay, I missed some of that. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. So Kate's if you've just joined me, Kate, I'll come back to those two readings, but Kate, she said, I finally stood up to him and pinned me down. I just wanted someone else to just say, do it and get out. Lovey, you can do it by yourself. We don't even have to tell you, sweetheart. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through this, but you deserve 1000% better. Okay. So don't get upset with her, guys. I don't know what's going on there, but don't get upset with her. So what's this here? Oh, Wendy Merce Martin, what are you trying to say? You shouldn't put it on here if you don't want us to react. That's not psychic. That's against the law. What's that mean, Wendy? Yeah. I think I know what you mean, but are you having a go at me, or what are you having a go at, Wendy? Merce Martin? Lucy Davis says, like, I'm 100% right. I agree. Louise Buck. Yeah, it's not fair to be treated like that. It's not fair to your soul. Um, yeah. It's like people get passionate there, Kate, because they see pain. They see your pain. They've either been through their pain themselves with someone, um, or they've had issues with someone else. So I don't understand what you're saying, Wendy Merce Martin. Can you tell me? I'm going to scroll forward to see what's going on here. So the question was, Therese, should she stay with a man that's just hit her? Therese Gardner? Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, well, that's right. Deb Martin, she says domestic violence is not as straightforward. Your self-worth is lost and not easy to get out of. I understand. Look, I've been through it myself, okay, guys? So I know. I know. When you read my book, you'll work out why I'm like this. So I know exactly what you're saying there, Deb. Huge amounts of support if the person chooses to have the support. Stay safe. That's right. To the person going through it. Yeah, 100%. It is domestic violence, though. Okay. Yeah, Teresa Garner says domestic violence is never acceptable. That's so true. And it's not about what I think either. It's what you feel there, Kate, as well. If you want to stay, you stay. If you don't, get out. You don't need us. You don't need any psychic. You don't need nobody to tell you anything. You just do what's in your heart and what's the right thing by your family, or if you've got children there, and etc. So who's disrespecting me here? Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wendy Moose Martin says, "You are not the silly one, Leslie. You told her the truth." Now, I'm not just trying to hurt her feelings. I don't have a bad bone in my body to hurt anybody. But let me tell you, I'm the first one to protect someone if they're suffering. So there's Louise Buck. She said, "You said that an older man with chest pains, and the number 2 and 4. It was either AM or PM, And my uncle passed yesterday around the time from a heart attack. Oh, that's why. Okay, there you go. Wow, sorry for your loss there, Louise Buck. Okay. I actually feel sick around you too. Community support worker, that's right, Andy Dan. But if you have physio in your NDIS plan, you can hire Leslie and health and well-being as well. There you go. So if you have an NDIS plan and she's saying if you have physio in the plan that you're allowed to get, then you can hire me as a community support worker. That's what she's saying. Thanks for that, Andy. Let's keep going. Yeah, I don't want everyone to get upset about, domestic violence and stuff. It's just black and white to me. Like I just tell it how it is. Sorry, guys, but if you don't like it, don't ask. And I'm not having a go at Kate either. So Misty is me. That's cute. Watching on your main page from Massachusetts. Do you have a message for me? So we'll come back to her as well, Misty. Okay, let's go back to Helen Palangas. She's waited long enough. She's going, oh my God, when's she going to start? And now why do I get itchy nose around you as well? And before, when I was writing your name down, and they're giving me the pain in the ear as well. So who has the issues with the ear? And I just heard the word grommets. Was that a young boy, or was that a boy that has issues with grommets in his ears, or when he does swimming? So a young man. And who's the person around you that's itchy? Because I feel like I've got like itchy shoulders, itchy back, itchy face, itchy everywhere, like nose, all over the place. So who's that? And also I want to say number 23 comes up, and I've got the number 5 for the month of May. So you've got 2, 3, and 5. So you've also got 3 in the month of March as well. So they're also saying to me as well that you need to have some time for yourself. There's not enough time in the world for yourself. They're saying, and they're pointing the finger at me saying you should have some time for yourself too. So I go, okay, whatever. Yeah. So I just feel like going forward for you, it's really important to keep the chin up. Like, it's time about you. And this is where people go wrong, is that they always push their time for everybody else. And then all of a sudden they go, oh my God, where did my life go? Okay, so it's all about you as well. And are you putting something off that's medical as well? Have you been having some sort of form of pain in the lower part of the abdomen area? Is it you, or is it somebody else around you? Because I feel like there's pain there, and I feel like that you've been putting it off. They just said, tell her to go to the doctor. Okay. And I also get my hair is really, really itchy. It's not like you've got dandruff or nits or anything like that. I feel like it's somebody just stroking the back of your head and just touching you. It's like they pull your hair every now and then. It's spirit. And you know that too. And I also get the number 17 around you. So what's number 1 and 7 and what's number 17 and 8 for August? And I also feel like there's a birthday coming up around August as well. August, September, they just said. And also what's happening with the house. There's issues coming up with the house, or there's plumbing, or there's maintenance that hasn't been done that needs to be done. Okay, so that's going to cost you a little bit more money at the moment, which you don't have. They're saying to me, don't have it. And I'll leave that there, but it's all about you. Get yourself refreshed. And I'll leave that there. So we're going to go straight into Montana Lee. If you could validate that, that would be amazing. So Montana, and why do I get the itchy throat around you as well? And I also get the left elbow. My left elbow is just really, it's really painful. And the back, it's like I can't bend forward. So elbow and back. And I also feel like the communication has been depleting slowly, chipping away, depleting. And are you expecting an important phone call as well? I know that sounds general, but I feel like that you're just hanging by the phone, just looking at the phone, or you're waiting for that text message. So it's a really, really important text message. I feel like this is from a man, and I feel like this is a relationship thing going on. And I just feel like that going forward, are you Now, don't take this the wrong way, but I just heard being played. Okay, so are you feeling that you're being played, or is there somebody that's close around you that's feeling like they're being played and they're talking to you about it? Because I could see you both looking at phone. Okay, it's like you're both overseeing the phone together. And I feel like this is like a Cindy or Cynthia, Cynth, Cindy, like a Cinderella name, like a Cynthia, something like that. So who's that around you? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. But don't take that to heart. If that's not you and your relationship is fine, I feel like this is someone close around you. I feel like you're going to get a phone call and you're going to know about it soon. Like 24 hours, they're saying 22 to 4, 2 to 4, 24 hours or 2 to 4 days, 2 to 4 weeks. 24, 2 to 4. And then who's the person that's got the issues with the big toe on the left foot? Did someone, because I got a really bad pain in that now, and it just makes me get my other foot to rub it. So what's happening with that toe? Is there like what's it called when they have the bunions on the foot? Has there been surgery or kicked toe or broken toe? What's happened with that? Because it's very painful. I want you to tell me straight away so I can get rid of that pain. And I'll leave that there. And thank you. Can you validate that, please? Thank you. So let me go over here. So what do we got here? So we've got Samantha Stevens. She says hello. We've got Alison Turner. Hello. So guys, like and share my page. Yes, please do psychic personal training. So Rachel Brown says, yes, please do psychic personal training. Okay, cool. So I'd like to start with stuff. I used to do a lot of rehab for people because I used to feel it. And, they walk up the stairs and I'd say to them, is your knee sore today? And they go, yeah. And they're looking at me as if I'm got, one eye in the middle of my head. And I used to say, and they go, how'd you know that? And I go, I could just tell by the way you were walking. And I'm thinking, oh God, imagine if they knew. Here we go. Here's that pill in the throat. Right. Okay. So the pill dissolved in my throat not too long ago and it burnt real bad. Then I drank and threw up for 5 hours and now I can barely talk and I'm having a hard time breathing. Oh, lovey. I've had that before where I've taken something and I put it down my throat, didn't have enough water, but that much water, not even. I thought, oh yeah, I can swish it around and swallow it. No way. No way. It was stuck there and it felt like it burnt my throat. It was the worst feeling ever. So I know exactly what you're saying. So she's saying, my mum was just coming through and I don't know why I put the software, put that on the software is working so slow, but I'm validating you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sometimes the software just doesn't gel. You imagine it's running on 7 platforms. So yes, please do psychic personal training, she said. So, right. Hello, Mandy. So, so if you could validate that. So I've also got Misty. I can't remember what the question was, but I'm just going to do a general for you, Misty. Now, why do I get issues with the face around you? And I feel like that there's either sinus issues or something going on around the right part that I can't even talk. So I feel like I'm having a stroke and I feel like my eye has collapsed and I feel like something's not right here with my right eye because I can't see out of it. And I feel like that the part of my face has drooped and I can see the face drooping on one side. So I feel like this is a stroke victim. And I feel like this person, it's either Bell's palsy stroke or a real full-on stroke. And I feel like this problem had issues with the heart too. Now they're saying to me they've got issues with a few things going on, like diabetes is not right. They've got issues with swollen legs. They've got a lot of stuff going on. There's so much. There's so much. I've got pain in the middle of where the rib cage meet, right in the center there. So I've got pain in there, like heartburn now. This person's got a really, really swollen stomach, and I'm talking really swollen stomach. And it's just like it looks like you can get a pin and just prick the stomach, and it'll just burst. That's quite a lot of issues with the stomach. I just feel like this person's either allergic to something as well that actually blows them up in the stomach, like gluten or something like lactose, something like that. Things aren't right with the whole body, and the body's trying to balance. So I just feel like there's someone around you that's like that. I'm hoping that's not you, because that's just like the worst case scenario. But I feel like somebody else is around. I feel like I've got two people. One's a stroke one, and one's this other person that's a man. And I feel like the stroke one was a female. And I feel like this man has got a huge belly. It's like diabetes, and I'm itchy in my nose. My face is really sore. So has the elderly lady one fallen and hit her face or something? Because I see two people and they're both like pushing in, trying to get in, but I can't. I'm trying to push one back so I can get the message from one and then do the other one. But I feel like the man's actually giving me pain in my left foot again. So this is not toe this time. This is around the ankle, and I feel like something has happened with the ankle, and he's just saying crossover. So what does he mean by that? He's just saying crossed over, and it's like the crossover time. Is it the time? Is this time here the time that he actually crossed over a year ago? Okay, or a while ago, he's saying. So I also get the number 18 around you. So 1 and 8 is 9. So you got the month of September as well. And I'm getting sharp pains right smack in the middle of my back now. So was he hit, or was he stabbed, or the pain in the back and the chest? I feel like this bloke was hit or in a car accident or something like that, because I feel like I'm just crushed. My whole body's crushed, and my head's been crushed, and my eyes, I can't even see out my left eye now. So who's that? I feel like there's 3 people here, to be honest. An elderly lady, a father figure with a big belly, and somebody else, a younger male. And it's like his neck is just gone. I feel like his neck's gone. I feel like the neck's gone. I feel like everything's not right around the neck as well. Message for you is save your money, because I just saw the pennies going out the door. When I see the pennies, I see them as the old Roman kind of pennies, like the pharaoh money. You know when you go watch the movies and they have the pirate shows, and then the treasure chest is there, and then they pull out the treasure, and after they've opened it up, well, that's why I see the money. It's the old-fashioned pharaoh's money, and I just see it going out the door, just out. It's like bill after thing, after this, after medical, after that, whatever. And it's doing your heading. It's like it's confusing. It's like you've got your head down, just just want to scream. But don't lose faith, don't lose hope, because it's going to change. Okay, so I'll get 2 to 4 weeks. Things are going to start to backflip slowly, get to normal. So focus on it. Focus on normality. Focus on things that are going to get you ahead. There we go. I just found what's happened, why I felt so bad. Okay. So I just feel like things are going to come up in the next 2 to 4 weeks. It's going to start to slowly drift over. 2 to 4 months, it's going to start to give other opportunities. Okay, so hang in there. So we've got here. So Mandy, she says, my ex passed away last Monday. I'm broken. Oh, lovey. She's saying my ex was shot in the head. Oh, geez. No wonder I feel like that. Look, I don't know who was coming through for who at the time. This is the problem when you do live shows, because you get so many spirits come through, and then they're all coming through at different times, and then they come through all at once. So if that relates to you, then that relates to you. So if that's what it sounds like, but I can't. It's like I can't see. I feel like my head's and my body's being like crushed, like it's just depleted. I've got pain everywhere. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So let's keep going. Marissa Serafino, she says, you have a book with a question mark? No, she says, what's the book's name? Lucia Martinez. Well, it's I've actually got I was saying last night, what's the name of your book? I don't have the book yet, because I'm going to write it, but I'm actually been thinking about starting it next year. And I don't know why, because I think I have to start it on a like a year that's beyond this year, if it makes sense. I think there's still some things I have to wait till I start, if that makes sense. But I'm not going to say it's the name of the book, because it comes from. The name of my book comes from, that I want to call it, is from I mentioned this last night, a friend of mine that I worked in government for a very long time with, and he's a design engineer. He's one of my old best friends, and he said, you should write a book, Spally. He calls me Spally, And he said, you should write a book, Spally, about your life. And I said, all right. And I said, what am I going to call it? And then he told me, and I said, okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. I don't think anybody else has got that name. So Teresa Gardner says, violence is never okay. It may be hard to leave. We can only give our opinion, and violence is never okay. That's true. So Sue's Brightman, she says, it's very hard. They brainwash you and they start to believe what they say. Exactly. That's called narcissism. All right, I'm not an expert. I'm just a psychic medium that can see the future most of the time, and that can predict what's going to happen most of the time too. So, it doesn't get any easier when you're in a narcissistic relationship. It gets worse as they become more controlling, and you start to lose all your friends, you start to lose all your family, because they make it difficult for other people to come over. They make it awkward so that people always feel uncomfortable, so that people don't come over and visit you, because they don't want you to have anybody. Brandy Jane, second time joining me. Thanks for joining me. Lisa Cash here. Thank you, Brenda. She said she shared my post. So I'm just checking my other pages here. My eyes are really sore. Oh, gosh. I wish I could see again properly, honestly. So we've got Tom Reef. Good morning from Illinois in USA. He's on one of the group pages. Sarah Adams from Swindon in the UK. We've got Lucia. Is that how you say it? Lucia, Lucia or Lucia. Good morning from San Francisco. I went to San Francisco. Done you, Misty. So thanks. If you want to join me tomorrow night, if I miss you tonight, then come over to the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page tomorrow night, and we'll be live again. So lovely. So Bonnie Lederhoys, she's on one of the group pages or one of my pages, and she said, now I've just missed it. She says, hi, Lesley. My daughter, Michelle, is struggling after losing her daughter, Evelyn. She says, and she started drinking heavily about a year ago. Do you have a message for her? Oh, lovey, it just never gets any easier, especially when it's your daughter or your child has passed before you have passed. It's traumatic as it is, just even thinking about it, let alone going through it. So, your daughter's name is Michelle. Why do I get Bronwyn? What's Bronwyn? So Bonnie, what is Bronwyn? I feel like Bronwyn is that your real name, Bonnie Bronwyn? Bonnie? Or who's Bronwyn around you? What I get is a number 17 around you, and then 1 is 7 is 8. So we've got the month of August as well. And I just feel like that time is a significant, I can't even talk, significant time, and it's a birthday anniversary time. And the memorial is it's really traumatic. And I can see at the funeral there was quite a lot of people there as well. And I'm talking a lot of people. And then they're saying to me like hundreds. So I also feel like for your daughter, Michelle, wasn't it? Also feel like for Michelle as well. So what's the white car have to do with all this? So why am I seeing a white car and I see the car, 4-door car, and I'm getting pain on my lower part of my leg, my left leg, and I'm also getting pain in my left arm. I just feel like there's either impact on the side or there's something not right with the side of this whole side of the body and the left side of the body. And I just feel like this, look, your daughter's heart is absolutely just wrenched out, it's like it's hanging out somewhere else. She's just absolutely devastated. And that's how, mums are. And it makes me feel extremely sad for her. And she definitely needs counseling, and I'm not a counselor, and I can only push people in the right direction to having a counselor, Bonnie. But if she's not getting any help, I feel like she needs help. She's just drinking herself to try and wean off the pain and the hurt and the sorrow and the grief. and everybody's entitled to grief, and there's no time limit on grieving for anybody. So, if you hear someone say, oh, they should get over it, it's been a year, well, they're not over it because it was important to them. Why would you want to say that or have that said to you? And, but yeah, I'll leave it there. I feel like that she needs counseling, and, she's absolutely just devastated. And you don't need to be psychic to say that. That's just logic. That's just common sense. But I'll leave that there. It's very traumatic. So what have we got here? So Brandy, she says, what else has she got there? She said, I shared the post. She says, I have a question for you, love. Yes. I'm hoping you could give me an answer. Yes, I'm worried. It's worrying me to death. What's worrying you to death? So what do we got here? We've got Mandy. She says, you're right about saying the money. A day after he passed, I was gambling online and said, if you're with me, let me win. I hit 6,000, but then I spent it back. Oh, lovey. Okay. Don't spend your money. Save your money, girlie, please. So what's worrying you to death? I don't get it. I feel like there's nothing there. There's nothing in front. What are you worried about? Because I just feel like there's nothing in front of you. And I don't like that feeling anyway. So it's worrying you to death. Like, what is it? I know I'm supposed to be psychic and know everything, but sometimes, you just, I can't, there's 1,000 things I could think of. But there's only a couple of things like this. I feel like there's relationship or daughter or son. I don't know why. I just get relationship or daughter or son. Daughter, then son. That's what I get. And if that's worrying you to death, then I feel like there's something not right going forward. And I feel like that you see things from spirit as well, because they're showing me that on the right side as well there, Brenda. And I feel like that you actually have this intuitive, but you're actually worried about something that's in the future that's not even there yet. So don't plant the seed, because you're going to manifest it to happen. So don't plant that seed. Okay, so she goes, is it time for me to take my dog to the vet to put it to sleep? Yeah, well, I don't get that. I don't want to get that. I don't like that type of thing. It's too negative for me. I'm not going to say to put it to sleep. Someone else asked me that a while ago, and I said, I'm not saying anything, but I get relationship around you. Why do I get that? Why do I get young daughter? Is that the daughter's upset about the dog, or what is it? Because I just feel like that the daughter or a young lady around you is quite traumatized. So, look what she just said. I call her my daughter. Okay, fair enough. So I don't know if you should look, if the animal's suffering, yes, put it down. If it's running around like my dog, my dog's he's nearly 13 years of age. He's blind in his right eye, almost. He's going blind in his left eye. He's deaf as a doornail, but he runs around. He plays. He goes for walks. He does everything. I don't know. I'm not going to answer that one. I really don't want to answer it. So. Yeah, so she just said, I sense spirit all around me. Yeah, so you're intuitive as well. You're like me, but you don't know how to use it very well. I feel like the dog's got something wrong with the back leg. No, I don't know who they are. I don't even know who my spirit guides were until I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. And I've been doing this for ages. It's only because something clicked to me that I worked it out. So, and I'll leave that there. But we've got Ellie here. She's coming back on to do the validations.
Yeah, so Bonnie sent a few comments in. So you said something about, I forgot the name, Brunty or something. She asked if it could be Brummond.
Bromwood, yeah.
Yeah. She asked if it could be Brummond, her old neighbor.
Oh, right.
Then she said they have a white 4-door car, and then she fell last week and was severely bruised. Then she said her roommate makes things very uncomfortable here at times for all of us, and is very judgmental of Michelle, her daughter.
Right. Yeah, well, Yeah, no, that's just not on. No one should be judgmental of anybody when they're suffering with grief. That's just not on, is it? Is that right or am I wrong? Am I wrong tonight or am I just saying things that I feel? I don't know. I don't get it. But with that white car, Bonnie, with that white car, you said that your old neighbor has a white car. If you still in contact with them, then tell them to get it fixed because I feel like there's something not right with it. Okay, because I don't see cars for no reason. Every time I see a car, there's something wrong with it or something happens to it. So please get them to have a look at the maintenance, the wheels, the brakes, whatever else that needs to be fixed on the car so that it can actually um, get better, so to speak, get fixed. Yeah, and don't allow this roommate to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Okay, just live, just do what makes you happy. If it doesn't make you happy, then don't do it, guys. If a relationship is not making you happy, then don't stay in the relationship. It's that simple, guys. I can't say that enough. Oh, Brenda, she says, I lost my aunt, my dad, and my mum, dad, aunt, and daughter. Well, Lovey, I don't have any family at all, and maybe one if you're lucky, and I don't really miss them to be honest. So there you go. The trauma they've caused me, but I hear your pain there. Okay, let's keep going on this page. Is there any other validations on the other pages there, Ellie?
Not on the Spaliviero one.
Okay, we'll leave it there. All right, let's keep going. We'll keep going on this page. All right, D Press is watching. Thanks for joining me. Okay, Lucy Davies is here. Delia Flint, Michigan, USA. So what else have we got? Bobby Gresham. My head has been feeling pretty itchy lately. Fair enough. I had ingrown surgery. Oh, right. Oh, for the toe. That's why my toe was sore. Delia, she says, you're correct, Leslie. She needs to love herself, sending her love and light. That's beautiful. Kate, she says, I cannot thank everyone enough for the kind words. Leslie, you're so beautiful and straightforward. I love it. I have to leave, but I will be an avid follower. See, guys, she does appreciate it. I don't know if she's still on the page, but she does appreciate what we've given her as advice about, the partner, the relationship, etc. So, that's important. Love should never hurt. I can't stress that enough. I've said it from day one on all my shows. I've made that up. Love should never hurt. That's my saying with relationships or anything. What do we got here? So Teresa Gardner, she says, Leslie, you give 100% all the time. You go out of your way and beyond 8 hours per week free. You're a true, pure, amazing psychic medium. Thank you, Teresa. I love you too, lovey. Misty, she's not sure on any of that with the 3 people that came through from me. Yeah, it could be someone around you because we had, when I was reading for you, Misty, the same where your one came up here on my, I think it was on my screen, we had another lady responding. So we had where was it? Who was it? Mandy. So Mandy saying that her partner got shot in the head. So, guys, if you want to do a ghost tour and you live in either Melbourne or Victoria or Queensland, people are coming to Sydney around the 24th. Is it 24th of June? So Friday, the 24th of June, and staying for 2 nights, and we're going on ghost tours for that weekend. So if you want to join, you're welcome to join one ghost tour or all of them. It doesn't really worry me. So, okie dokie, let's keep going. Move forward here. Soul infused. I don't have time to read all that question. It's too long for me. Misty, she says, thank you for taking time out to try and give me a reading. None of it resonates with me, so I hope it helps others at the time you gave me a reading. Yeah, it just depends on what comes through there, Misty. So I do feel like this was for someone else around you. Okay, so it'll come through. Mm. So everybody feels sorrow and pain and grief in different ways, you know. Some people just push it aside and don't talk about it. Other people just talk about it, talk about it. Other people just cry. Other people get, emotional. Other people, you can't do anything for them. They start drinking and they start doing things. People deal with things in different ways. So, it's cruel for someone to say, oh, they shouldn't be grieving or anything like that because they've had, plenty of time to grieve. Well, who puts a time frame on it? Come on, guys. So, let's keep going. Oh, so Bonnie Lederhosh, she says they have a white four-door car. She fell last week. She fell last week and was severely bruised. Oh, that's what you were saying there, Ellie, before. Okay, yes, she's. Oh, okay. So Honara Lewis said, yes, she's self-medicating herself with alcohol. Okay. I'm just trying to get another. My eyes are really sore. Alan Blamia is watching. Thanks for joining me. Jess Harvey. So Deb Krivanek. So hi Leslie, can you tell me if my grandson is going to be okay? He's 16 and his mother passed the 6th of the 1st, 21, plus her birthday is in May. Yeah, don't tell me the birthdays and the dates, guys. I want to tell you. He's having a really hard time with this. Yeah, he's missing his mum, even though he's 16. The brain doesn't catch up to the body because the body matures really quick, and everyone thinks that a 16-year-old sometimes is really mature in the body, but their mind doesn't catch up till they're older. So he's virtually like, still a baby. Like my daughter, like they just baby just want to give them the biggest nurturing cuddle ever. But tell him that she's always around, and I feel like that he sees her and feels her presence. He really does. It's like he's got this warm feeling about himself. And is he holding something of hers at night? Because I feel like that he has these little emblems or these little things about her that he holds at night. Okay, he's got them in his hand. It's like holding a teddy bear, but without the teddy. You know what I mean? Like it's something that he holds in his hand at night when he sleeps. And the tears, he's so sad. And I just want to say too that he can feel his mum. I can see him that he sees spirit on the right. And now the mum's just shown me there's something not right with the side of the face, and I can't see from that point. It's like everything's just blocked from this side of the face. So what happened? What happened there? I also get the number 16 around him. So even though he's 16, I feel like the number 16 resonates as well. So 1 and 6 is 7. So you got the month of July. And they're saying to me birthday in July. I also feel like 12 is significant. So you've got the month of December. So 1 and 3. So 1 and 2 is 3. So we've got the month of March as well. And so 1, 2, and 3, I want you to look up for him for the month for the angel numbers. And also, is he thinking of when he gets old enough to have a tattoo on his arm for his mum, like some like heart, or thinking of some design on his arm? Because I can see that coming. I definitely can see tattoos coming. And this guy doesn't look like the kind of young man that would be, emotional about anything, but he's terribly emotional in the soul, in the heart. It's like his soul's been cracked in half. He's lost his mummy, so it's really quite sad. And I also get the 12. Like what did your numbers did you say? 6, 1, 21. So 7. Oh, so 6, 1, 21. 6, 1, 21. And what's the month of October too? He just asked me to add all those numbers together. So 6 and 1 is 7, and you've got 2, that's 9, and 1 is 10. So it comes back to the number 1, which is going to be January or October. Okay, so and I just feel like for her, it's she 100% sitting right beside him. She doesn't miss a beat with him, and he's going to see the lights flickering. Now, recently, she's shown me the lights flickering, and she's also shown me some lamp on the side flickering as well. It's like they were synchronized swimming. It's like they were synced in flickering. When he went from one room to the other, it was kind of like the same scenario in both different rooms, and that's her giving him the sign. And he's also going to feel a bit of breeze on his back or in the back of his neck or the back part where his ear is, and there's going to be no doors open, no window, but he's going to feel that, like when when someone goes past you and you can feel that, like that, that wind go past you. So, and I feel like there's money. They're saying to me that money's gone out the door because I've got a really, really itchy left palm. They say left to leave, right to receive. So I feel like money's just going out the door. Okay. Now this kid needs to have some good, like good rains, because he's going to be starting. Like I can see he's going to be a little bit off the edge, if that makes sense, for going forward. Like he's going to be like a bit naughty. Okay, if that makes sense. If he's not already being naughty, because he's just traumatized by it all. He's not coping with things. So he needs to be pulled back. The reins need to be pulled back, and he needs to actually like be pushed in the right direction. So keep your eye open for that. And just, the welfare checks, the constant calling, the cuddles, the love. That's what they need. And there's nothing that's going to change how he feels. He needs to have time to grieve as long as he wants. Okay, let's keep going. So Rose Mahan, she says, I'm suffering with grief the last 7 months. My youngest brother passed away 7 months ago, and it really hit me hard. That's what I'm saying. Like, every single person, it affects differently in every person. It just depends on how they passed, what they passed of, when they passed, who was with them, who wasn't with them, who found them. So, it's very, very sad life sometimes, I tell you what. And you imagine, like us mediums, we see everything. So no wonder my spirit protects me so that I don't remember things. Otherwise, I'd be a total mental case, I think. I'm not far from it. No, I'm only joking. So what else have we got here? So Misty is she says, giving my validation from my reading you gave with the 3 people. None of them resonates with me. If they are all in spirit world, I'm thinking it was someone else at the time, but thank you. Yeah, it probably was. I'm usually like, what I see is what I get. What I get is what I see. Or what I say, what I get is what I say. My daughter is pregnant and has 2 months left, baby only 2 pounds in weight. Will they be okay? Can you see what she's having? Oh, I feel like boy. I don't know why I said boy, but 2 months. You need to picture her with a beautiful bouncy boy. And also you need to picture her coming out of the everything perfect and the baby being perfect as well. Okay, so don't start thinking negative. Don't plant the seed with the universe. Audrey, don't McColgum. Don't start planting the seed with the universe and making the universe deliver what you don't want. Okay, so there you go. Thanks, Teresa. So 25th and 26th of June is the ghost tour. So I'll be posting that up there. It'll be in Sydney, so it'll be in Manly. So we'll be going down there. So it's for free. We don't charge anything for it. Only the ghost tour people will charge you, not me. I'm just going there as a mini holiday and to say hello to everybody as well and enjoy myself. So Andy Dan says, grief is hard. Everyone deals differently. Grief is a loss of the living too. That's true. Very true. Lesley, you give all you have to people in grief. You are an angel on the earth. Thank you. Thank you. Krista Arumugam Velisarius. I think I've said that right. That was a fluke. Uh, um, She Soul Infused says, sorry, Leslie, didn't word it right. Just wanted to help mum. She's so stressed. So don't think about like if mum's stressed, you've got to try and pull her back from being stressed. Don't escalate the stress for your mum. She says, will Nan come good with the medication? So the medication always needs to be looked at and adjusted clearly, right? I'm not a doctor, but I just feel like that medication will settle the Nan down. But you need to keep overseeing it with the doctor. Don't just let the doctor run with something. If you have a question, ask it. That's what I'm going to say. Because if you, and then sometimes you need to investigate things for yourself so that you know your family members on the right track. Um, but yeah, we need to pray for your granny, and we need to make sure that that everyone around you is not thinking the worst, okay? Because otherwise you're going to manifest it. You're just planting the seed. Um, okay. Oh, so Teresa Gardner says, you're right, Leslie, 24th and 25th of June. I'm wrong. Sorry. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so Soul Infused says, sorry, Leslie wanted to help mum. She says, will Nan come good with her memory? And does mum need to care for her, or does Nan need to go into a home? Mum's just super stressed. So if mum's already stressing, think about it, okay? So if mum's already stressing before Nan goes anywhere, then what's going to happen when Nan moves into the house? Okay, so you've got to look at every possible factor of not stressing out your mum, and then getting the best care for your grandma as well. So you've got to look at everything. So there's all different perspectives when it comes to people in their health, like your mum's already stressing, your mum's already freaking out. She doesn't know what to do. So it's not that she's not going to care for her mum, but it's, the memory, I don't feel like that's coming back for your grandma. I honestly don't feel like it's coming back. So, and I feel like that, just you've got to enjoy life, guys. Your mum shouldn't be stressed out. She should be saying, wow, my mum's still alive. She's still kicking on, enjoy it. Bobby Gresham, I'm grown. I'm grown. I still miss my mama. Yeah, there you go. See, it's just trauma, isn't it? See, but then I have families where, so I have families that have lost a beautiful loved one. They have a beautiful, loving relationship family. Then I have other families that actually don't have one thing to do with any of their family, and they couldn't care less if they drop dead or not. They just couldn't care less. So they don't wish anything on them, but they just couldn't care less. So Jess Harvey, she says, I'm talking to someone new and I like him and he's so nice and I'm going to take it slow to get to know him. And I do want things to go well for me. And thank you for my reading from last night. That's beautiful. And just enjoy the journey there, Jess. I feel like that people read too much into relationships. They've got to actually know what level of standard they want to have in their life. They want to know what kind of person is they want to have to grow old with. And also the person has to have the mutual communication, mutual respect, mutual decency about each other. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a relationship expert. I think it's just logic what I say. Oh, oh, geez. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. So, Honora Lewis, I can't say some of the stuff that you've just read, that you've just put on there, because the one word is I can't say it on Facebook, but I'll reword that little bit differently. Everyone else can see the comment. But Honora Lewis, she says, MADD mum here, a survivor of attempted something during my daughter's trial, and now humbly honoring my daughter's memory in AA meetings today to keep the alcoholics out of jail and hopefully save lives for God's saving grace was the reason for my service to save lives of others from the grief journey of mine here. Well done. That's beautiful. So Deb Krivnak, she said, yes, he does want a tattoo. So the young man, the 16-year-old, that's what I said. I can see it coming. I can see this tattoo coming. There's no doubts about it. He's going to have a beautiful tattoo for his mum. So Jessie Cat, she says, hello from New Mexico, Lesley. What do you see for us this coming months? Thank you. For us, is that for you and your partner, or is that for the world? Oh gosh. So for you and your partner, what do I see? Well, I see extremely busy times, Jessie Cat. And I feel like that things are this and I don't know why, but I get pain in my left leg and my left shin going right round back to the car. And I also feel a bit dizzy. So who's the person with low blood pressure? Because I feel like that if they don't get looked after or health is not looked after, I feel like they're going to be dizzy and almost falling. Okay. So so make sure that this person gets looked after there. And going forward as well, I just feel like there's issues with the car, and I don't feel like that the car should be driven after between 2 to 4 weeks. So I'm giving you 2 to 4 weeks to get it fixed. So this car is it looks like to me a light colored car, 4-door car, medium-sized car as well. And I feel like it's like a white color. If that's not you, it's someone around you close there, Jessica. And going forward to 2 more obstacles. So what's this month? It's April, May, June. So you've got 2 more months. They're saying to me the 2-2. So 2 more obstacles for the next 2 months, and the number 22. So what does that mean to you? See how it all rhymes? So 22, 2 obstacles for 2 months. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we have a validation there, Ellie?
Yep. So it was from Deb Krivenak. She said, validation, my grandson, he wants a tattoo the day his mother passed, and the money is going out. He's been spending a lot to keep busy with friends.
Yeah, fair enough. That's what they do. They spend a lot of money. I know that. God bless him. Deb says he better not be naughty. He's such a good kid. Yeah. Well, he's got to keep that behavior happening. Then he's got to keep pulling the reins up. Okay. I think he's going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's what I get. So let's not put him in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's pull him back now so he doesn't get trapped in there. Mandy, she says, you were right about saving the money. She says, a day after he passed. Oh, I've done that one. She won the 6,000. Wow, that's so cool. Then she spent it. Oh, my gosh. All right. So T. Walker says, I lost my wife on New Year's. Can you see if she has a message for me? Oh, T, geez. Sad. And when I was reading your message, what I got was tremendous pain in my left leg as well. So what's happened with the left leg? So left thigh, my toes are numb. I can't even feel my toes. Like it feels like, when you get pins and needles in your leg and then your leg comes to and you get the pins and needles after, but I can't even feel the pins and needles. It's that numb. And I also feel like for you too, there's issues with the heart area. And I feel like there's like this impact on the heart. And I just feel like the heart, I just heard the heart stopped. And also I just feel like for you, the number 23 is significant. And I don't know why I get this a lot lately is 16. So there's a lot of, for people coming up, brace yourself, everyone, because I feel like things are coming up in July, and I've been getting 16 a lot. Now, what's with the impact behind the ear as well? So this pain is all behind my ear as well. And I also get the number 22 for you. So 2 and 2 is 4. So you have got the month of April as well. And I feel like April was a significant time for you and her. So not this April. I feel like the last April. And what is with the oh, see, I'm getting pain. I'm just getting a lot of pain in the back of my calf and I'm feeling very dizzy. Lucky I wasn't sitting on the ball. And I just feel like for you too that you actually also feel her presence around. It's like you're looking at photos, you're looking at things, and you're looking at things of and other ways of making your life a little bit better. Like just trying to pick up the pieces, trying to pick up on where you could have changed something here for her to be there. So and I see you talking out loud to her often as well. And I just feel like the conversation, it's like she's having a two-way conversation because you feel her there as well. And what's with the handbag? With her handbag, so why is she showing me the handbag? Because I feel like the handbag has had something in it, or she's worried about something that was in it, or something that's been taken. I don't know. I can't quite tell. If I had a bit more time, I'd be able to tell. But what's with her handbag? And it's a long strap over the shoulder one. It's not like a little princess one. I feel like it's a long strap over the shoulder, and she used to wear it across herself too. So what's happened there? Oh, what's the time? Oh wow, geez, tonight's gone really slow. I said before to Spirit, I said slow time down so I can finish eating my dinner properly. Now it slows time down now. So Courtney Link Ashton, she says, watching and sending good vibes from Texas. She says, may I please please be considered for a reading? It'd be so appreciated. Thank you. So Courtney, what else have we got here? So Bonnie, she says, thank you, Tracy, for taking the time to respond to my respect. It's very appreciated. It's really cool. Really cool. So Courtney, what was your last name? Ashton. So I get 13 around you. So 1 and 3 is 4. Also, we've got the month of April. So what's coming up in April that's significant to you? And I also feel there's issues with another car. So this is like my third car tonight. So white car again, 4-door again. So if it's the same car, I apologize, but I feel like this is a white 4-door car. So what does that mean to you? And who's the person that's like either swimming in the ocean? I don't know why, but I just saw this person just looks like they were trying not to drown in the ocean or in water. It's like they couldn't swim, but then they're trying not to drown, or they've drowned in water, and they've got their arms, and it's just like all splashing everywhere. I don't know. I don't want to say it's a shark attack because I don't know. I can't see the shark, but I feel like something's not right in the water. It's the ocean. I also get the number 2 around you as well, so month of February. So what's coming up in February, and who's doing the renovations? Is there someone around you or yourself doing renovations around the house? Because I feel like there's poles going up or awning or something like that, or just a whole structure, some form of structure coming up. And who's the other person that keeps getting the eyes and they're quite itchy around the eyebrows and like irritated eyes? It's like they've got an allergy or something like that on their eyes. And the message for you there is to keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because it seems to be working at the moment, but push forward, push forward. Whatever you want, you can achieve. It's really important you push as much as you can to get what you want. And I don't mean being disrespectful to people or whatever, but when you push a little bit harder and you show interest, you will be getting what you want. And I'll leave that there. Okay. Any more validations there, Ellie? No?
I think there's one.
Mm-hmm.
So Deb said again, Deb Krivenak, she said her son's not going out of the house for 2 months. That way he can't get in trouble. Thank you again for your
good.
love. Thank you again. Love your readings and you are appreciated.
Thank you. So Soul Infused said, yes, she's freaking out. That's her mum. She doesn't have a home anymore. She lost it in the floods. Oh, now mum's lost her job. And then Nan, laughing out loud. I am the positive one. I counseling her all the time. I said today she's not dead. She's funny. She's alive. She's be grateful. That's so true. It's really, really true. And these floods, honestly, don't even start me with them, with the government. It's going to sound crazy, but yeah, I really, really feel sorry for her. It's probably the right thing to do to not stress your mum out anymore. Your mum's going to get really sick from stress. So if she's not already sick, I just feel like she is sick. I'm not talking in the head. I'm talking in the physical. She's worn herself down. Okay, Melanie Leaf, good morning, Lesley. She says, Jim Tim, any messages from my friend Rod? He passed away. Didn't I read you the other night there, Jim Tim? From Rod? I'm pretty sure I read this one the other night. I try and remember, but I can't remember everything. Oh, that's beautiful. Kerry Ann Marshall Kern, she says, my dad's name was Leslie. Must have been a legend. Okay. Okay, keep going. Suzanne Saloom is watching, hey? Validation. Okay, Teresa Gardner. Oh, thank you. She says, validation, you're awesome. Thank you. Soul infused mum's already is sick. Okay, there you go. I just said that. I didn't even see that thing come up. So it's just come up. So she's sick anyway. I said she'd be sick. She says she has caught very bad cough, don't know how to fix it and what it is. 20 years choking and spewing. Oh, geez. And they haven't picked up what it is. That's crazy. I don't know why. I just feel like there's like something stuck in there, like nodule or something. You sure they haven't done it, like they haven't misdiagnosed her? That's insane. Hi, Tracy. Just saw you pop up. MAC infection, something like that. What's a MAC infection? What's a MAC? What the hell is that? That's what is it? I don't know. I've never heard of that. MAC. Have you spelt it right? A lot of people spell things wrong on here. So let me go over to the other pages. Okay, so love, like, and share my page, guys. Oh, what do we got here? Tom Reef. He says, hi, Lesley. I have health problems I've been struggling with for a number of years, and I want to know if I'll ever get better. I've been to so many doctors, and no one has the answer for me. Should I get more outside help or continue with what I'm doing? Wow. So we're not allowed to talk about health issues, but if the doctors can't work it out, there's something not right there, is there? So um, for me, as a qualified personal trainer and an assessor um, and lecturer of anatomy physiology, what we used to teach people is that if they can't work out something that's wrong with them, then do an elimination diet. Have you even thought of that? Look at your diet. There's always issues. So when the body sits in an environment, it sits in an environment called homeostasis environment, and homeo means same and stasis means stable. So if the environment is not stable, then your body will search around, scrounge around, and look for any way it can to survive. So it'll pull calcium from your bones so that it can put it into the bloodstream if you're deficient in calcium. It will pull something else from somewhere else to put it there if you're deficient in that. So cut a long story short, if your body's in survival mode 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you don't get enough sleep, and I don't feel like you get enough sleep. If you don't get enough sleep with your cycle at night and stuff like that, when your sleep pattern. So do me the honor and look up the Chinese body clock. Okay, just go to Google Images and look up the Chinese body clock there, Tom, and you will see that there is when the body starts to kick in and when the organs start to kick in, when they're healing from the 24 hours before, they start around 10, 11 o'clock at night, and they start doing every organ all the way straight through till about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you're having deficiency in sleep, deficiency in nutrients from not eating right and stuff like that, then your body clock and everything's going to be out of sync. So your body is sitting in a mode where it's in survival mode 24 hours a day. So it's got to survive. So what does it do? It tries everything to balance. Doesn't matter if you've got diabetes, doesn't matter if you've got high blood pressure, doesn't matter if you've got whatever you've got, it'll try and balance to actually get that stability back. So it'll be up here, whatever, until it gets stability to sit in an aligned format in the body. So, and I feel like nervous system is shot for you as well. I don't know why, I just got nervous system is down. So, and I feel like there's some issues with, so was there ever issues with drugs as well? Because I don't know why I just got drugs, unless that's the medication. I don't know why I just got drugs. But yeah, so the body sits in. So for example, if I go and lift a heavy weight in my garage, I do a deadlift, I do whatever kilos I do over my body weight. If I go and lift my body weight in the garage, my body does not know if I'm lifting a peg, does not know if I'm lifting a pen, a spoon, a tree, a boat, doesn't know what the hell I'm lifting. My conscious mind knows what I'm lifting, but my subconscious mind doesn't. So what does it do? My first set will be very, very hard. My second set will be very easy for the same weight. And why is that? Because my body said, oh my God, she's going to try and kill me on the next set. I do not know what she's going to do. Even though my conscious mind knows that I'm going to lift this heavy weight, my subconscious mind goes, no way, get stuffed. I'm going to have to recruit as much energy as I can with the time frame of rest that she's giving me. I'm going to recruit as many muscle fibers as I can because I need to survive. I don't care what it is she's lifting. It could be a peg, a tree, a house, doesn't matter. It doesn't know that. All it knows is it has to survive. So it's going to recruit all those muscle fibers, all those little fibers, and you go to lift the second round or the second set, and sure as ever, the weight is a lot lighter. But you're supposed to be exhausted because you've already done your second set. Do you get what I'm saying? So it just needs to know it needs to survive. So when you look at it from a perspective like that, Tom, you have to actually understand the human body is there to sit in a stable environment, so a homeostasis environment. When it's out of sync, it'll do anything and everything to rebalance itself. And when it rebalances itself, it'll take something from somewhere to put to somewhere else, and then it just keeps on going on. And this will keep on going. And it's called, like, for example, if you've got a dis-ease. A disease is dis-ease. That's what it means. So if there's something not right with the functioning, mechanisms of the body and the way it behaves and the way it should behave with hormonal and whatever else, then something's not right either with your diet, your sleep patterns, or what you're eating. So look at those three factors first. And I highly recommend, if you already haven't done it, is to do a elimination diet, to see how your body behaves and slowly over time introduce it and give it at least 2, 4, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, push it out, so. But anyway, I won't go into a lecture of PT or anatomy and physiology. I'll just keep doing my psychic medium readings. So Tracy Sharp, she says she's from York in Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining me. Oh, what have we got here? Okay. What they told her rib. Oh, okay. So she says a MAC infection, something like that. Okay. I was asking what the MAC infection was. She said they told her rare, but at the bottom of her lungs. Okay, right. That's unusual. So what it shows me is at the bottom of the lungs. So when you have the lungs, let's put it this way, pretending this is my lung, right? If I'm breathing, when you breathe really fast, you're only sort of like getting a short amount, little bit of air into that whole lung area. Okay, this is your whole lung. So I used to tell people put their arms up so they can actually open up the whole lung and breathe from top to bottom so they can get their breath back quicker enough. But I feel like with your mum's lung, they just showed me it was all black. It was like if it's like this, it's all black around the edges. Okay, so that's what I get with that. I don't know why. I just saw black, and it's like black spotty things. I might be wrong, but that's what I saw. That's what spirit just showed me. And I'll leave it there. So Danielle Pearson, she's anything about my youngest daughter. Will she have children? And also about my son. I do feel like our youngest daughter will have children, but it's the timing is going to be right for her as well. So she's got some issues, some imbalances in her body as well. Good. So she had an endoscope? Yeah, I think she has. So Soul and Fuchsia says it's supposed to be this this MAC infection is a serious condition that can cause damage to the lungs. There you go. Mum can't stand different smells. I went through old photos. She was out spewing from the floods. She's very bad. Sometimes I wish I could heal her. I actually just feel like there's some irritation in the stomach as well. Like it's red raw. That's what I get. The stomach is just absolutely red raw. And normally when you have vomit coming up, you actually burn that acid from the stomach actually burns all the way up. So over to you, Ellie. She's got a validation for me. Thank you, Ellie.
So Jesse Katz's hand said, validation. There is two cars that we have, and one is white, and the other one is a really light beige. I don't know which one is the one you are saying, and I got dizzy last week. So, do I have low blood pressure? And I do feel like it's going to be busy months?
Yeah. So when you're dizzy, it's usually low blood pressure. So you can have that Celtic salt that I have there, Jessica, as well. So I have that. I'll go downstairs after this show here and have, I don't know, quarter of a teaspoon of the pink salt and the Himalayan pink salt, as well as the Celtic CELTIC salt. I mix them both together in the same container and I just scoop it out. And I'll have that now when I'm with hot water, and I'll go to bed, and then 20 minutes later I'm out cold because sometimes I can't wind down after my shows, but that just goes straight to the bloodstream, just relaxes you and just sends you down. So going back to Tom as well, I just feel like you're nutrient deficient as well. Okay, and I'll leave that there for you. And what have we got here? So Nancy Lala, hello. Kristen Nicole Wilson, hello there. Hello and love from Florida. Lisa Martin Milligan, thank you. Tracy Lee, hello from Perth. My eyes are really sore. So what else do we have here? And then we'll go. What's the time? Oh, we're nearly done, guys. So we'll be back tomorrow night from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. So it'll be home. I'm normally on Radio Alive on Wednesday nights, but they're upgrading their studio, so it won't be finished for a couple more months. I'll be home. So that's going to be a brand new, spanking new, beautiful studio. So does Wendy have a prayer for me? I don't think she had a prayer for me tonight. That's cool. I'll let you off tonight there, Wendy. I take NAC vitamins too. I take a lot of stuff. So when I do my psychic PT stuff, what I'll do, guys, is I'll give you a rundown of nutrition, and I'll give you a rundown on how to track your nutrition. I'll also give you a rundown on exercises for shoulder injuries or shoulder, what's it called? Like just rehabilitation and strength, because the shoulders don't have any, they don't sit in a capsule, so they don't have much strength around them as opposed to a hip bone. And I'll give you information about strengthening your glutes as well for your lower back pain, etc. Because that is just insane how many people suffer with lower back pain that I know and that I pick up on. What else have we got here? I'll be back here tomorrow night. No, I don't feel like. No, thank you for your message, but I don't feel like your feelings are clouding your decisions. You have to come to terms with what the mind does, not what the heart does sometimes, because the mind is the most logical one and the heart is the most softy, empathetic ones, empathic ones. Oh, that's really sad. All right, okay. So Tracy Sharp says, I took care of my mum 6 years and it's hard to make the decision on putting them into a home. I still feel guilty and she made the decision to go to home and she was in for 2 months on nursing home side. You still stress, make sure that they have FaceTime and Amazon Alexa with video. Everyone seems to get very busy and stop as often as they can, as they say they can. Good luck, God bless. Yeah, that's beautiful. It doesn't matter what you do with a loved one, you're always going to feel guilty. There you go, twisted ankle. Okay, I said that earlier. Um, so what's this one here? Cynthia Ashton, she says, I have a white Buick. Someone stole from me. I believe I located it. Was damaged by my ex. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, the exes. Yeah, that's beautiful. Very good. Keep going, Courtney. You're doing really well, lovey. Just keep motoring on. It's going to all pay off and you're just going to be so self-satisfied. You keep going. You try. You just keep doing your best. Whatever you can do. Yeah, you feel like you're drowning. Everybody does. When I had my cancer, I was down to my last $25. $25. I had to pay all my surgeons. I paid all my surgeon, all my bills. All I had was I had enough food in the kitchen for a month, and I had my last $25 in my account, and I got to where I am now. So keep pushing through, lovey. She says, I'm not sure about April, other than my experience birthday was the 18th. Well, there you go. That's it. Some for February, same for February. There you go. I have two little boys. Maybe what two is in reference to? Yep, not sure. The guy I'm seeing is reference to the eye thing. Okay, fair enough. Definitely have trouble with my four-door white Blazer too. Hope it have it hopefully being fixed by my brother and dad. Yeah, good. Get it fixed. Don't drive it after 2 to 4 weeks. I was saying. So we got this. Did you see this validation here, Ellie? Can you see that or not?
Give me 2 seconds. Yep.
Okay. So I'll just read it out because I want to go. Validation 22. I see that a lot. My wife was shot in the chest, and that might be the heart stopping. Okay. I do talk to her out loud every day. I have pics everywhere. Give me a sense that she's still here. Yeah, of course she's still there with you, lovies. T, she doesn't go anywhere else. She's with you, sweetheart. She's not with me. I'm just the messenger, darling. Um, yeah, she's not with me. She's with you, okay? I'm gonna have to go. So good night, everybody. We'll be back here again tomorrow night from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock because my eyes are really sore. I don't know if I'm picking up on somebody, but I just need to go because I just can't see much. Oh, so Andy Dan says, I cannot wait for PT. Health is so important, and to keep it on track for the long term is hard. So change mindset is the best for your health. Thank you. So we'll go and I'll say good night to everybody and thanks for joining me on my show. Love, like, and share the page, and I'll see you tomorrow night. And chin up, people. Keep your chin up. Good night, everybody.